Welcome to Tax Talk. Today we are with Dr. Muaz and Naresh. Please welcome. Dr. Muaz, who is a policy expert, focuses on OECD reports, IRB guideline and microeconomics. And also Naresh, who is a compliance expert, focuses on the Income Tax Act 1967 software and practical implementation. Today, we are tackling about base erosion profit shifting, or we call it as BEPS. Domestic tax BEPS relates to tax planning strategies that multinational enterprises use to exploit loopholes in the tax rules to artificially shift profits to low or no tax location as a way to avoid paying tax. Dr. Muaz, what is the core problem the tax authority is trying to solve here?
Great question, Afan. Fundamentally, the IRBM and OECD is trying to stop tax evasion and artificial profit shifting. For years, giant MNC exploited gaps in mismatched tax rules to move profits to low tax jurisdiction.
Exactly. It's about modernizing a paper-based legacy system to ensure tax is paid where the actual economic activity happens. We are moving away from the race to the bottom where countries keep cutting taxes just to stay competitive.
So, how does this actually work in a real-world context?
The big change is Pillar 2. It introduced a global minimum tax of 15%. If a company pays less than 50% in one country, their home country can top up the tax to 15%.
In Malaysia, this is reflected in recent updates to the Income Tax Act 1967. We introduced the Qualified Domestic Minimum Top-Up Tax, or QDMTT. It ensures that if there is extra tax to be paid on Malaysian profit, it stays here in Malaysia rather than going to a foreign government.
This sounds like it only affects the big players. How does this change affect different groups?
You're right, the primary impact is on large multinational enterprise MNEs with global revenue exceeding 750 million euros, or about RM 3.9 billion. These companies face a massive increase in administrative work.
But don't forget the winners. Local SMEs benefit because the playing field is level. Previously, Italian foreign tech firm paid 2% tax through loopholes, while a local Malaysian business paid the standard 24% tax rate. BEPS narrows that unfair gap.
And what about the Malaysian economy?
It will increase government revenue, which can be used for public infrastructure and healthcare. It's a shift from tax-based competition to talent-based competition.
Let's talk about the how. What must the company actually do to comply?
This is where digital literacies come in. Companies can no longer use simple spreadsheets. They need specialized software to handle Global Information Return, or GIR.
Are there specific software requirements or reporting deadlines?
Yes, the OECD and IRBM require filling in a specific XML schema to allow for the automatic exchange of information, AEOI. Regarding deadlines, for the first year of 2024 and 2025, companies have an 18-month window, making June 30, 2026, a critical deadline for many groups.
And the penalties for non-compliance are stiff. Beyond monetary fines, if a company fails to provide accurate data, they lose the safe harbor status, meaning they could face intense audits from multiple countries at once. In case of information furnished in the information return is not completed or incorrect, penalties range from 2,000 to 100,000 ringgit can be imposed by IRBM and as well as the other charge tax.
Finally, how does Malaysia's adoption of these standards affect our standing in the global economy?
The adoption shows that Malaysia demonstrate commitment to transparency, fair taxation, and responsible financial governance by aligning with OECD tax standard. This will improve investor confidence and enhance Malaysia's reputation as a reliable business destination.
BEPS also help Malaysia to protect government tax revenue, strengthen public finances, and increase fund for infrastructure and development projects. As the main purpose of BEPS aims to stop companies from shifting to low tax jurisdiction unfairly.
So, I can conclude that BPS might be complex, but it's the key to a fairer global economy. Thank you, Dr. Muaz and Naresh, for your time. Stay tuned for the next podcast.